While Nick's Cove has a rich history and underwent a significant redevelopment, its use continues to be almost exactly as it was when originally opened in the 1930s. Today, we still have guests driving up historic State Route 1 and stopping in to enjoy refreshments and a bite to eat. This iconic waterfront area known as Nick's Cove was originally inhabited by the coastal Miwok Indians. Later, it was owned by a man named Henry Halleck, who would go on to become President Lincoln's chief of staff. He sold it to a man named Jeremiah Blake, who developed a large area at Nick's Cove into a plant for curing herring and some small outbuildings. Fast forward to the early 1900s and you will find the Matkovich brothers living along the eastern shores of Tomales Bay, running a prosperous fishing business. Their sister Frances married a man named Nick Koyach, and in 1920 they moved to this area to help her brothers with their fishing business. The brothers ultimately moved on from West Marin. However, Nick and Frances stayed. In 1931, they bought this land. Nick had always dreamed of having a bar, so after Prohibition, he built a bar and restaurant, and they rented out the few cabins to weekend travelers. The 1930s was booming. People had more time, more money, automobiles were readily available, and people found it exciting to get out of the city. Nick and Frances welcomed them with a gracious hospitality and provided a relaxing place to eat and drink and sleep, waking to the sounds of nature. After Nick and Frances passed, the property was sold to Ruth and Al Gibson in the 70s. Together, they ran it just as Nick and Frances had. After Al passed away, Ruth found it difficult to run the property on her own, and it was shuttered for many years. In 1999, well-known restaurateur Pat Coletto purchased the property with his business partner, Chef Mark Franz. Over the next 8 years, they redeveloped and reopened Nick's Cove and Cottages in 2007. Highway 1 Hospitality purchased the property in 2011, and today, much like it was in the 30s, we still open our doors with gracious hospitality, and our guests now enjoy an award-winning restaurant, historic roadhouse bar with handcrafted cocktails, and luxuriously restored, pet-friendly, beautifully appointed cottages with soaking tubs, plush-down comforters, wood-burning stoves, and bathrooms equipped with heated ceramic tile floors. And in the morning, guests still awake to the sounds of nature, as well as freshly baked pastries and French press coffee delivered to the room.